One of the reasons that I came to Congress was to be a voice for our troops and our military families. They answer a call higher than any other, fighting to protect our country, our way of life, our values, all that we hold dear. Our men and women in uniform fight to put their lives on the line every day for us, and our job is to fight for them and ensure that when they come home, they have an opportunity to go to college, find a good paying job, afford a new home, start a family, have access to quality health care. After a decade of 2 wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, we've asked more of our military than ever before, including our National Guard and reserves. Our reserve components are deployed in record numbers, including serving in combat zones. While they serve alongside our active duty military, our Guard and Reserve members don't have access to all of the assistance, services, and benefits that the troops that they fight shoulder to shoulder with have. Currently, our Guard and National Reserve members are left largely on their own to find and obtain services that they need to recover from combat, rejoin their families, and adjust back to normal civilian life. This needs to change. I'm offering amendment number 1211, together with my colleague Senator Blunt of Missouri, to give our National Guard and Reserve members the services that they not only deserve, but that they desperately need. This amendment would expand access to health care, family and financial counseling, and other services that the Guard and Reserve members currently do not have full access to. My amendment extends nationwide a highly successful program that's existing right now in Vermont. It would set up a system of support of fellow veterans across the country serving as outreach specialists, people our Guard and Reserve members can talk and relate to, and help them get the access to the services that they need. It would give the Defense Department additional resources it needs to provide counseling and registration and reintegration services for the National Guard and Reserve members. This amendment has the strong support of the National Guard Association, who said this amendment would help ensure 448,000 National Guard men and women who have served in Iraq and Afghanistan since 9/11 are provided with the necessary services upon their return from war. Members of the National Guard and Reserve are the citizen soldiers who step up and accomplish extraordinary acts of valor and bravery for our country. They are veterans, and they deserve these services when they return because of the sacrifices they've made and continue to make for our great country. Mr. President, I would also like to speak in support of Senator Murray's amendment, number 1189. Mental health disorders, substance abuse, and traumatic brain injury affect nearly 20% of all service members who have been deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. That's 1 in 5. But unlike active duty service members, Guard and Reserve members don't have direct access to the counseling services that they need, putting enormous strain on these veterans and the families who stand by them and who have stood by them. Senator Murray's amendment would embed mental health professionals in armories and reserve centers, bringing mental health support within reach for Guard and National Guard and Reserve members where and when they need it. Mr. President, I yield the floor, and I suggest an absence of the quorum.